John. I'm one of the high school counselors here at B&L, and today I have three fabulous students that represent B&L. One of them is my part of the alphabet, and two of the other students are part of some of the other counselors part of the alphabet. So we have Jessica Benham, Stratton Wyckoff, and Joshua Rouch with us today. And so since I think we're going to start with Jessica, ladies first. She's my part of the alphabet, so I know her the best. So she's a fabulous young lady. So Jessica, they just want you to kind of like tell about yourself, your senior, what your plans are, what activities you do, and then they may ask you some questions as well, and you just answer it. And if you feel comfortable and want to take your mask off during it, you can. I'm going to put mine back on, okay? All right, here's Jessica Benham.
Hello. All right, my name is Jessica Benham. My dad's name is Jeremy Benham. I went to junior high at Olympic Middle School, and I currently have a 3.5 GPA, and I'm 69th in my class out of 301. I have participated in color guard and winter guard and in marching band. I marched as the solo clarinet my sophomore year, and I was the drum major my senior year. I've had a job since the summer before my junior year. I am a part of the Beta Club and the Spectrum Club. My favorite class in high school so far has been quantitative reasoning with Mrs. Deckard. And I just remember last year was like the whole quarantine and everything. We did it was kind of like a carnival. So we set up like little carnival games, and we invited other like special needs classes to come and just play and like win prizes. And of course it was involving math, but I didn't mind that much. So I do a lot with music. I'm in the jazz band, the wind ensemble. I play the clarinet in wind ensemble, and I play the alto saxophone in jazz band. I went to study music education and composition, hopefully at IU. My audition is in January. And yeah, I I really like performing. It's one of the main things that I do. I am like constantly practicing. I think if I didn't go to study music education, I would study like statistics and actuarial science. And thank you. Next person.
Let's see if they ask them if they have any questions.
Do you guys have any questions for me?
Okay, we're going to have some questions now or comments. I'll hand the microphone. Julia.
Yeah, hi there. We're glad to have you today. I noticed you mentioned about being in band and marching band specifically. Tell us a little bit more about that. What instrument you play, and have you been able to participate in any big major marching band competitions or any parades, maybe out of town, and a little bit more about that, please.
Okay.
Tell us about the drum major part.
My freshman year, I started in the color guard. My best friend, who also plays the clarinet, was in winter guard and color guard, and so she kind of like convinced me to do it. And that year, we went to New York, and we marched in the Dunkin' Donuts parade, and we marched in the local 4th of July parade and Christmas parade every single year. And then my sophomore year, I switched to the clarinet, and I marched the clarinet. And then my junior year, COVID happened, and we weren't allowed to have any competitions or anything. So I switched back to color guard. And then I auditioned for the drum major, and I got it. So my senior year, I was the drum major, and we went to state.
And what is a drum major? Just for those that aren't in the music world.
Okay. So the drum major is the person who conducts the band. They stand on the podium, and like their basic job is just to like conduct the band to make sure everyone's like in time and in step and together with each other. But it's more about like leadership and helping along like all of the little freshmen and sophomores to like better their skills, and just to have someone there who's not like a teacher, but they're not like a peer either. So I am my job as the drum major, I help everyone, and I'm a leader to everyone, and if anyone like needs anything, I'm there for them.
being a part of the band and having the opportunity to be a drum major, this will help you in your future endeavors, the skills that you learned in leadership and so forth. And who is the band director out there now? I kind of lost track.
Right now, his name is Jim Jones. He's the head band director. And then the assistant band director is Eric Berger.
So what colleges have you applied for?
I have applied to Ball State, Indiana University, the University of Southern Indiana, and Indiana State University.
Which one of those do you really want to go to?
My ideal school would be Indiana University, but my second choice is Ball State.
Hey, remind her how big the band is.
Oh, somebody wanted me to comment about Purdue. Maybe that'll.
Purdue is a really good school, but in the music world, especially in Indiana, IU has one of the top schools, and they have a really good music program.
Yes, IU is one of the top in the whole world. Oh, will you try out for the Marching 100 at IU? Maybe?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I want to audition for the drum major, but freshmen hardly ever get the drum major at IU. But eventually I would like to be the drum major for the Marching 100, and I will definitely march.
Good job, Jessica. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so which one of you wants to go next? You'll go next. So next up, we have Stratton Wyckoff, and he's also a senior.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stratton Wyckoff. My mom's name is Sonia Carol Wyckoff. She's from Bloomington, and I'm originally from Bedford. I was born here. My dad is from here. He's been here for a couple generations. They moved from Italy over here. His name is Michael Wyckoff. We live in Springville, which is between Bloomington and Bedford, closer to Bedford. I attended Springville Elementary School, and then for junior high, I went to Olytic Middle School. My GPA is 4.26, and I don't think the class ranks were available whenever I asked my teacher. But anyway, some of the school stuff that I was involved in, I'm in National Honor Society. I am a part of the National Society of High School Scholars, which is out of Chicago. I am a part of the Latin Club, and I've been the president for all 4 years that I've been a part of it. And I am in Wind Ensemble. It's like the audition honor band, as Jessica mentioned before. And I'm also a member of the Indiana Junior Classical League and the State Classical League, so like the local and the state. That's a little bit about me. I've also had a job since September. I've already been promoted to manager, so I'm second highest position in there. The Premier Theater is where I work. It's right on the edge of Bedford and Mitchell, sorry. One of the things that I really want to talk about, a good experience that I had, was solo and ensemble, especially my first 2 years of high school, freshman and sophomore year. That was a really, really good experience. We got to visit a couple of the bigger high schools in the state, and we went to Columbus North specifically. Like, I had never really been up around to a school that large, and just seeing all the opportunity and stuff that awaited that I could apply for, it was a really, really good experience. And we ended up getting gold at both competitions that I participated in. And it was all around probably one of the best days that I've had at high school. It was a really, really good day. Some of my hobbies, I love music, as I mentioned, solo ensemble and wind ensemble. I play trombone, baritone, euphonium, and I played sousaphone. I'm also currently participating in a program that allows seniors or upperclassmen that are have a nick for math to help the lower classmen, specifically like freshmen and sophomores. We have really, really big math classes this year and just can kind of help around in calculus. So I can help algebra 1, algebra 2, and stuff like that. My plans after high school, I'm really wanting to go to IU Bloomington, and I actually recently just got accepted. So I plan to go there and major in organic chemistry and classical linguistics, so like Latin and Greek. So yeah, thank you very much. Would you have any questions for me?
You said your father's name was Michael. Is
Yes.
that the same Michael that works for Comcast?
Yes, it is. Yep.
So has your father ever mentioned how good of an athlete he was? Are you aware of the level of football expertise that he had?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Because I noticed you mentioned you didn't play sports. There's nothing wrong with that because I have kids that way too. But your father I had to wrestle him in 8th grade. Let's just say it wasn't pretty. And then I graduated with your father, so you come from good stock. So what led you towards wanting to move in the languages specifically? What's your interest in languages, and is that something you want to do something with, or is it more the organic chemistry side that you want to do something with?
That's a very good question. So the linguistics part comes from, like, I really love the classical linguistics, like especially like the history part of it. I love communication between different cultures, and I love how, someone who lived a few thousand years ago still had the same sort of ideas that we think about today in like emotion and in such that like history, as far as like communication between people and needing to move goods and transportation. And I really think that linguistics is sort of the path for that, because without communication, we wouldn't be able to progress as a community, I don't think, and especially between communities across great distances. The radiology comes in to where I really want to go on to like a medical school program for like radiology. And so the organic chemistry would get me there, but I'd really love to maybe go on to speech pathology and then maybe study linguistics further in that way as well.
Any more comments or questions? Okay, we'll get ready for the next student, please. Thank you.
Hi, and last but surely not least, we have Joshua Roach.
Hello, my name is Joshua Roach. My mother is Kathy Sullivan. I was born in Bloomington, Indiana, and I moved here when I was about 12 years old. I went to Clear Creek Elementary School in Bloomington, and then I went to Olytic Middle School. I don't really have any activities inside of high school, but outside of high school, I do work a lot. And in my free time, I like to write music, just the lyrics. That's all I'm really good at. And my plan after high school is to go to Ivy Tech in Indianapolis and participate in their ASAP program that I've been trying to get accepted into. So I only have to go there for 9 months or so, and then I can make money after that. And that's pretty much all I got, really. I don't have I work at the Casey's gas station in Olytic, and I just started not very long ago, but I'm doing pretty well for someone who just started about 3 weeks ago. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh, yes. Explain the ASAP. Do you know what the letters stand for?
I don't remember exactly what it stands for, but I do remember that it's just a lot faster. I don't have to be there for 2 years. And I think I start in October.
Okay.
I don't start in the summer. I start in October.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what are you going to study, or what area of interest?
Automotive.
Automotive.
Yes, I took the automotive class here at school, and I have credits for Ivy Tech, so I want to use those credits.
What instrument do you play?
I don't play any instrument. I just write the lyrics.
Do you sing also or have a high school band?
No, I can't really sing that well. It's rap and hip hop that I make.
You just write the lyrics, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I guess your other classmate, he's likes Latin. Of course, a lot of languages came from Latin.
Yeah.
And here, question.
You said you work part-time at a filling station?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I had a friend that did that in high school too. It goes back quite a number of years. And he went from that to buying the gas station, running that gas station, enjoying together with another fellow that bought some gas stations. And he became a millionaire. And his name
That'd be nice.
His name is Leon Smith, and he's from Minnesota. But he then started a restaurant, and his friend started another restaurant called the Old Country Buffet.
Oh, really?
And they both became millionaires. So don't give up a dream.
That's some good motivation.
Any more questions? Question, how did you have Indianapolis Ivy Tech versus Bloomington Ivy?
Well, the Indianapolis Ivy Tech has the automotive course. Bloomington does not.
Okay, that makes sense. Any more comments? Okay, we'll see if the guidance counselor wants to close.
Thank you so much for having us today. We appreciate it. We've got a good group of kids here, and if you don't need anything else, they can head back to class.
I'd just like to say that the setup worked really well by using the one computer. Don't worry about having a computer for each one. This worked out, I thought, really well. And the sound was
Okay,
great.
good.
And the question and answers, this was very good. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Everybody say bye. Jessica, say bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.